Hey guys, we're back with some more Valhalla. This isn't Valhalla. No, just keep it. When we last left off, we finished Marianne's route. Right. That was last night. Today's gonna be the last night I'll be recording at night. It's 2 a.m. right now. Am I gonna finish Rebecca's route today? I kind of want to go back and see the other Marianne ending that we could do without, making other choices. But nah, I'll just leave it. So we're on Rebecca's route now. That's not really sure what to expect. Oh, Rebecca's with Ashton is a bit lower. I'll assume that's because of just options we chose throughout. I don't know, but our relationship with Isabel is a bit below default. This is how it begins, or so they say. Oh, new journal or profiles? Right. Rebecca Gales, April 1st. Aries, 29 years old. She's 5'5". She's a history teacher. She's Scottish. She's an atheist. Master's degrees in education. Major in European history. What's a stovey? Reading in the library, going to the gym, cycling, jogging, lacrosse, and lesson plans. Although of Scottish descent, she grew up in Luxbourne and even went to school in St. Already. Her parents were professors of European history and Southeast Asian history at Luxbourne University. They're often busy and they forced Rebecca to go independent early on. Surrounded by books and started with a love for learning, she was a star pupil and often called the teacher's pet. Passion for academics, leading to a career in the industry was to be expected of her. She came out of her shell in high school years and started becoming the spitfire she is now. Before then, Ashton was her only friend, though she found him aggravating at first. Independent and used to taking care of others, it's no surprise when she helped out a young foreigner who moved in next door. That's Isabella. With a gentle wind drifting through wide-open windows, muffled laughters and footsteps fading in empty hallways, and the light kiss of the afternoon sun. Soon there would be a call, a crossing of thresholds into the unknown. Maybe we were after some grand adventure, or diving into another gripping mystery. One can't really tell. For all I know, Hero might even come sweep me off my feet, if I'm lucky.
That's not exactly a bad thing when you think about it.
This is far from one, isn't it? A riveting tale, that is. The 21st, is that? Yeah, that's when, first minute of the game. The mild breeze, the faint murmurs, the warm rays painting every nook and cranny a fiery hue. They're all as real as they can get. Especially as I want to grind a little tale out of this, far from someone who can. And that's the author's job. Fleeting fancies, that's what these are. Merely passing thoughts to occupy an idle mind, while waiting for another busy workday to end. Then again, maybe in another life I am one. Who knows? But at present, what I have and what I've chosen to be, well...
I won't last years here if I find teaching rowdy adolescents a tedious job, will I?
You should stop talking to yourself, that's a bad habit. Admittedly, the whole affair isn't exactly as grand or exciting as I imagined as a child. People might think you're like Marianne or something. If I weren't so stubborn and too passionate about the whole idea, I probably would have quit a long time ago. But it's always the kids that make it worthwhile, isn't it? As if in agreement, as soon as my pen slides into a neat circle against the paper separating, the final bell rings. Like a dam that is open, students begin piling out into the hallways from that group. For a short minute, let the noise fill my ears, let my mind wander to a place far removed from all the hubbub. Solitary moments like this have come few and far between lately. Even my own home hasn't been as quiet as I usually prefer. Though in hindsight, the entire place hasn't been the same either, since Isabella moved in next door. If her fussing over a minor cold last week tells anything, might as well throw any idea of solitude out the nearest balcony, so long as she lives nearby. At the memory, my eyes automatically shift over the bottle sitting at the edge of my desk. A chuckle escapes from me as I reach for it.
A little ball of energy and enthusiasm. That big baby.
Mother hand, she calls me, but then she says and does the same thing right after. So that I'm unused to being on the receiving end of other people's worries, or feel any sort of apprehension over regretting. If I'm to be completely honest, it's actually amusing how someone can be childlike one minute, the next, like a responsible adult the next. But there's a dissonance there, both in our actions and words. That's pronounced dissonance, right? think so. Although she may not look like it, may not say anything, may not lose her cheer, one way or another, all these troubles have weighed down on her lately. Her face says it all. That big numpty? Is that an insult? She thinks I won't notice. She's got another thing coming for her. That's how she's always been. I don't understand that part. Loud and clear, it's just that I'd really not rather pass another burden on her.
Or become one myself.
Aren't I supposed to be the one taking care of them? Though I guess that's simply one of those things people eventually grow away from once they started leading different lives. Not completely different, I hope. Somehow that makes me feel uneasy. Thankfully, before stranger ideas can go into my head, a faint buzzing comes from my bag, cutting through the rest of my thoughts. A small frown forms in my lips when the screen lights up, and an unknown number flashes. For a long second, my thumb hovers over the answer button. Even the voice that responds. Once I do accept the call, it's wholly unfamiliar.
Hello?
Oh, goodness. Finally, it connects.
Who's this?
Hello? Is this Miss Gales? Rebecca Gales.
Is this yours?
Yes, yes, speaking. Who is this?
Oh, sorry. Rose Cooper.
Okay.
Briar
I'm a
Realty
genius.
Corporation.
Briar Realty?
My frown deepens as I straighten from my chair. Something in her tone, despite sounding remarkably friendly and light, doesn't sit quite well with me. Also, is this when, like, Isabella fell and hit her head? Or, like, after? The rigid pause that follows doesn't help ease the tension that has suddenly descended either. I can't really remember what happened during that first day. That was like, what? Yeah, about a month ago.
Miss Cooper?
Yes. Things are a bit busy on my end. I apologize. I'm not certain if Isabella has mentioned anything before, but we're working together on a property at the moment, and...
The Armengard Mansion, yes. She said something about that earlier. Is there a problem?
This is about Isabella, actually.
Oh yeah, there's a ghost haunting her. She wastes no time relaying everything. The details she provided are admittedly a bit vague, but enough for me to get a gist of what happened. It isn't the bad sort I'm expecting, though I'm still worrying. Especially the words panic attack and pale looking a bit sickly, woven together in one foreboding sentence. But as quickly as it surfaces, I stomp down on the urge to demand answers right there and then. Now isn't the proper time for useless questions. I'll find out soon enough, regardless. To Miss Cooper's credit, she neither hesitates nor falters all throughout. There's some sort of comfort in knowing Isabella has someone like her to guide her. Though not as much as I would have liked. After all, this is Isabella we're talking about. What are the chances she just said a bunch of excuses so she won't get sent home? High. Very high. Oh, she's going to hear it this time.
You were listed as one of her emergency contacts, so I thought it'd be best you know about this.
How is she? Is she doing okay?
I had her take a break for now, but honestly, I'd feel better if someone were to pick her up and take her home for some rest. Anthem's a fair distance from Luxbourne. I really don't want her going off on her own. I'd do it myself, but oh, you know how it is today. Big day. People everywhere until the open house ends. I'm really sorry to ask this of you, Miss Gales. I know you're busy.
Oh, no, it's all good. I was just about to leave from work. I hope to leave early today anyway. A few minutes ahead wouldn't hurt. I can be there in a few, 30, 40 minutes tops. Is that all right?
Ashton took her home, right?
More than fine, Miss Gales, thank you. We're supposed to be here until... Oh, excuse me. One moment, please. Yes, ma'am.
The faint hum of conversation echoes from her end. Sounds as though the place is buzzing with more people than we'll expect from a regular open house. I was skeptical at first. The house is old, not to mention its inconvenient location in Luxbourne's outskirts. I want to live in a place almost an hour's drive away from the comforts of a city. But from what little I can hear, Isabella has every right to be optimistic about this sale. I didn't understand why she was so adamant refusing my offer to help before. I think I do now. To some degree.
We'll be resuming the tour soon. Yes, thank you. Sorry about that. I really need to get this thing going. Lord knows how I'll salvage the situation here. It shouldn't be anything complicated, but still, clients. It can be difficult when they want to be.
Don't worry, you'll be done in like 2 days.
Anyway, just look for me when you get here, alright? I shouldn't be too hard to miss.
No problem. Thanks for letting me know about this.
In the branch tree. So, obviously this one's a lot longer. Although, that's probably just because how much branching there is rather than the actual length. This is complicated. But there's 3 endings, I think? Yeah.
Just make sure Isabella stays put, please. Heaven knows how stubborn that girl can be.
Oh, believe me, I know. Don't worry about it. I'll have a few of our staff keep an eye on her for me until you get here.
That's all I'm asking. I appreciate it.
The whole thing ends on a surprisingly pleasant note. If only the same can be said for the news she brought. I allow a brief moment to pass, to ease whatever tension has latched itself firmly to my nerves. But no matter how much I wish for it, my mind stubbornly refuses to do so. My hands are unsteady against the papers I pretend to arrange after. Lucid thoughts, every single ounce of it grimmer than the other, grows with each passing second I linger. Stumbling about this whole thing, along with the sudden unease and nagging voice, screams off. Wrong. This isn't the riveting tale I've hoped to step into today. Even on a rush, getting everything in order before leaving takes nearly a good quarter hour. By the time I make it out of the classroom, the commotion has already died down, dwindling to mere echoes and distant laughters. From the nearby room, melodies from a rehearsing band drifts freely into the air, filling the almost empty hallway with their warm, lively tunes. Any other day, I'll stop, bask in the music, and enjoy what little peace it brings. Not today, however. My steps are brisk and sure as I march to... Is that Edward? Hall exit. The sooner I confirm Isabella's okay, the sooner I can check this niggling feeling off. How do you say that? What does that even mean?
Niggle.
Cause slight but persistent annoyance, discomfort, or anxiety. Huh. Okay. For one reason or another, that single call, all things, has thrown everything off kilter. I'd rather this be over with as quickly as possible. So much so that I nearly barrel over a student in my haste. Though perhaps it's really the other way around. Hey! When I look down, a set of eyes, bright and hopeful, stare back at me. Her arms are wrapped around my waist like a vise. At my attention, a grin spreads over her face. Not voice acting.
Hello, Kylie. You know, you aren't supposed to run into people like that.
It's not voice acted. She loosens her hold on me, but not a hint of guilt or regret appears on her. If anything, it seems the remark only amused her. A smile appears on my face before I can help it, matching the one on her own. What? This is something that everyone's going to see. Why isn't it voice acted? I can understand like accidentally not voice acting, like, you know, like some split decision. I know there's one line. Was it in Hannah's route? I forget that wasn't, but I mean this is just, you know, it's weird.
Just remember not to do it again, alright? You could get hurt.
You sound like
Okay.
my mama when she's scolding Rowan, Miss Pink.
I'm sure your mama only means well. I know she'll be worried sick if one of you were to get hurt. Where's your brother anyway? Aren't you two supposed to be heading home now?
Rowan said he's got some stuff he needs to do before we go. I think he's taking too long. But he promised to buy me jelly babies today. If I keep what he's doing a secret from Mama and Papa.
Jelly baby. What kind of school is this? She was like, I mean,
Any
she's like
chance you'll
2.
tell Miss Pink about it?
Shakes her head, both her hands going to her mouth as if to keep a precious secret from spilling out.
I made a promise.
Who's her brother? Rowan. Rowan? I don't think I've ever met anyone by that name.
He said it's for Tia Luke.
Oh, something like a gift?
Like a dare.
Or like a ghost.
Tio promised to take him somewhere cool when he's old enough. Rowan's gonna prove he's a grown-up.
Laughter slips free from my lips. Teacher in me wants to give whoever this Tio is a reprimand for bringing about this kind of behavior in children. But if both Suarez kids are so fond of him, there shouldn't be anything to worry about, yes? He's gonna bring him to the helipad. At any rate, they're nothing but well-behaved, both Kylie and her brother. Rowan, the eldest, may have an occasional odd streak in and out of class, but the parents taught them well, see no reason to cast any suspicion of bad behavior on them.
As long as it isn't anything dangerous, alright?
It's not. Cross my heart.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna, you know, send a ghost, make it go kill people.
My drawings are a lot prettier than what he's doing anyway. Tio said so. Do you want to see? I drew one earlier at class.
And it's gonna be a ghost.
Is that why you're here?
Not really. I was gonna show it to my friend first. But since it's you, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you see it before she does.
Oh, oh no. I can't stay right now, Kylie.
Her face falls immediately, after the words are out. A small part of me feels responsible for that crestfallen look, but as much as I want to stay a little longer, it's another place I need to be at right now. Frankly, another child to look after. Oh, she's called Isabella Child. Taking both of her hands, I kneel in front of her and muster the most beautiful smile I can. At her age, I'm quite sure she already understands what I'm about to say before they're even out. More remarkably, she doesn't look away or proud as I'm expecting her to.
I'm sorry. You know what? Rowan has a class with me on Monday around this time. Why don't you drop by again next week? After class? I'll even make sure to wait for you. It's just that I absolutely must leave now. My friend had an accident earlier, and I'm the only one she has here.
What about her mama and papa?
Her family lives really far from here, I'm afraid. Do you remember where Asia is? The southeast part? That's where they are.
Our eyes immediately light up at my question. Just like that, I know I've earned this girl's forgiveness.
Oh, just like Takako.
That's the ghost name! Because in the Steam trading cards. Inventory. Oh, inventory. Where is it? There it is. It says question mark, but then it says Team Trading Card featuring Takako, character from The Letter, horror visual novel. And it's presumably the ghost girl. I mean, who else could it be? Because she resembles her enough. I kind of forget what she looks like in the memory fragments, but... And you know, given it has all the major characters plus her, come on now.
Who?
My friend. She said she used to live there, only just a little higher than southeast. But she hasn't come home in a long time, so she doesn't remember much about it anymore. Melody says it's weird I talked to her, but I think she's just shy. They could be good friends too.
It's
Don't
weird
you
because
think
she
so,
doesn't
Miss Pink?
exist. She's a ghost. Ghosts aren't real.
Maybe if you introduce them properly, they will be.
That's what I think. Takako's just lonely. If she makes more friends, she won't be anymore.
Okay, yeah, just kill the ghost. Just get the... What do you use to kill ghosts? Ectoplasm? No, they make ectoplasm.
Is your friend like that too?
A little, possibly.
Didn't she just say she's in a hurry?
To be honest, sometimes I can't tell with her.
After all, Isabella's always been the kind to hold a smile, even when things have taken a turn for the worse. 5 years and one will think it's enough to know a person. Well, when you consider it, come to think of it, all these years I've never, not even once, seen her cry. Not over a trivial matter, or even when things are tough.
Okay, you can go to her. I'll just show you my drawing next time.
Thank you. Remind me to buy you a huge glass of parfait, alright?
I see what, so she drew a picture of the ghost. She's not gonna see it now, but next week she's gonna see the ghost and be like, wait, that's a ghost, and it's Isabella dying.
No, I'll get a stomachache. Takako says so. A small one is okay.
I'll remember that. Say hi to your friend for me.
I will. I'm sure she'd love to meet you
Yeah,
too.
she'll say hi to you
See you,
too.
Miss Pink.
I'll see you later, Kylie.
London Bridge is falling
Please
down.
stop singing. She doesn't look back or away for any sort of
falling
goodbye from me.
down.
The song
London
an extra
Bridge is
spring in her
falling
steps. She
down.
bounds across the
my
corridor as
fair
much bigger as a child her age can have. Okay, the singing stopped. I didn't want to go on to this, and the singing is just on repeat. There, Rebecca Gales receives a phone call from Rose Cooper after class, asking her to pick up Isabella Santos from the Ermengarde mansion. On her way out of school, excited Kylie Suarez stops her favorite teacher from leaving. As if there isn't a single thing to worry about in the world. Not long after, she disappears behind a door, leaving behind strains of an old familiar rhyme lingering in the air. Carefree, unbidden. Untroubled moments like this, I envy her. And as I resume my herd pace, a tiny whisper at the back of my mind wishes the same can be said of myself, my own worries. I just don't want to read the letter, you know? So I'm gonna call it there. That's kind of... Yeah, I kind of knew I probably wouldn't finish Rebecca's route tonight. Figured I'd get like halfway, but I just can't bring myself to read more. Like, you gotta put it in small doses, you know? Like, the beginning of rounds, let's see, Marianne's was pretty weak. I mean, I guess there's the whole Luke thing, but I mean, everything before that was just eh. And even the Luke thing, that was like, this is kind of weird. Zachary? How did Zachary's route start? Oh yeah, he had the strongest start by far, you know. Isabel, we confirm Isabel's death. Punch Ashton in the face, that's the best part. Hannah's was... Yeah, right, Hannah's was just kind of eh. It introduced her, I guess. Made her a bit more likable than I thought she would be. And Isabella's was... I'd say Isabella actually had the worst. Just because it's also the opening of the visual novel. It started with like a 10-15 minute long conversation with Rebecca. But then, you know, there's the letter thing. But, I mean... Even then it's just like, oh yeah, that didn't happen at all. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time with some more of the letter. Bye.